Tucker Carlson recently called out Ben Shapiro for his support of Israel during the Israel-Palestine war and also his support of Ukraine. So we're going to watch the clip and we're going to react to it. What do you guys think? Give me a sub. Give me a like in the comments. Here we go.
Responsible, normal, non-hateful people should have an open conversation about what the right next steps are,
and the risks
in all kinds of different theaters and the risks. That's exactly right. And you can't,
Do you
because
think
all of a sudden you've got Ben Shapiro being like, oh, you're sucking up to Putin. You're anti-Semitic. It's like, son, sit this one out. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're a child, actually. Responsible, normal.
So he called him a child. That's interesting. I mean, this is true. We've said it a bunch of times on the show, and I'll say it again. For me, Ben Shapiro, obviously he's not a child to me. But to me, Ben Shapiro was somebody that I looked up to for probably a little bit more than a decade. Get situated here. A little bit more than a decade, I looked up to Ben Shapiro, bro. Ben Shapiro was cool. He came up around 2012. He would have those viral clips of him debating people on college campuses, kind of sort of like Charlie Kirk. And you saw viral clips of him debating that I believe it was that trans pilot, Zoe Tur, and just continuously, more or less, building up what the modern right is today, right? Through rigorous debate, just factually correcting points and stuff like that. And he won notoriety for it, man. He was the conservative. He was the number one conservative overall when you come to, like, you look at the foundation of the internet and how the internet continued to grow in popularity year after year. And he was also, like, the only Obama-era pushback from conservatives online. Now you had the mainstream news, you had like Tucker Carlson, you had Rush Limbaugh on the radio, you had people like Sean Hannity that were still there, of course Bill O'Reilly, a big critic, Megyn Kelly, I believe she was on Fox News at that time, but I could be mistaken. And this is somebody like the Fox News was always on. When I was a kid, I would always watch. And just through my observation, like, this is what the modern right became, all on the internet. But Ben Shapiro was the first. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Ben Shapiro was the first. And so when the whole October 7th disaster happened, which was a tragedy, nobody is saying it wasn't a tragedy. It was a tragedy. But to see Ben continuously, and I've said this before, and I'll probably say it again, but to see Ben Shapiro continuously go on and on and on and warmonger and call all of the civilians in Gaza animals. Like, he legit said this. People, not just Muslims, okay, which whatever, but there's Jews, there's Christians that live there, and it's just like you're having innocent civilians suffer just because of this tragic thing that happened. Yes, but now they're going overboard. The rest of the world is seeing it, and I get a little bit emotional talking about it too, because it's not right. I shouldn't have to see videos of babies' heads being blown off, and these people are living in hell, and we're not doing enough as a country to be able to help them. It feels like we continue to aid Israel in all of the money that we're being sent over there for the weapons, and it's just not right. And so I don't appreciate somebody like Ben Shapiro that I've looked up to him my whole life. And I know a lot of young men like myself, Gen Z millennials, have also really been fans of Ben Shapiro, and to see him going after people that don't support Israel, calling them anti-Semitic when it's not true. We just don't want people to be dying with our taxpayer money. That's just what it is. And for him to say, oh, no, you should be canceled, you're anti-Semitic, you shouldn't have a voice, is going completely 180 in the opposite direction of what he advocated for years. Conservatives were being censored online, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and he was fighting it. He was like the only one fighting it for a long time. And to see him become a villain, it's sad, man. It's very disappointing. And it's like, you were somebody that I look up to, and a lot of people looked up for a long time. You changed a lot of young men's minds from maybe they were on a path to vote Democrat and have more of a liberal mind to more of a centrist or even right-wing mind, thinking with those principles that you fought for online for so long. And it's very frustrating to see one of the heroes, one of the good guys, turn to the dark side. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I want to